Hi, this is Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about our third planetary alignment or planetary parade that we have for 2023 and where to see it. That's right, this is our third one coming up in 2023. We have our third planetary alignment. Now, this is going to be the smallest one that we have for 2023. This will be in the evening alignment, and this is going to be kind of one of those right before or right after the sunset. So it's kind of like, okay, here's the alignment, and it's going to be 3 planets. We're going to deal with Mars, Venus, and Mercury, and they're going to be within 11 degrees of each other, so they're going to look like they're almost in a straight line. They're not always in a straight line, but they do. But make sure that you go out like maybe a day or two before. Sometimes you can see it really well then, and then also sometimes a few days afterwards. Now let's talk about some things to keep in mind. One of the things is the further away from light pollution you are, the better off you're going to be able to see this. So getting out where you get a clear view of the horizon is going to be amazing. And like I said, this is going to be like right after sunset on July 26th, and they're all going to be kind of like that perfect alignment. Light pollution is not your friend, so getting away from any of that. If there's any tall buildings or any one time I went out to go see one, and there was a huge barn in my way and then a tree, and it's one of those, so I kept having to rearrange everything that I had, but it was kind of fun. But make sure that you're kind of looking at that horizon, because you want to be able to see out that flat area. So that's a really good one as well. So make sure you've got some flat land in front of you. One of the other ones is kind of keeping in mind stars twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, but planets do not. It's one of those, and these are kind of some smaller planets, and so, but they are really close to us, so they're kind of like our neighbors, are going to be really visible, almost like they're going to be having a party. It's one of those. Usually, the planets that are closest to us, because that's what this one is kind of the planets that are closest to us, usually have some alignments more often in our calendar year, but this one is going to be kind of like our only one that's just really, or the second one that's really this evening one, so it's kind of a great one to kind of look into. If you have any planetary alignment apps that you really like, I have my own favorite, but this can be a great way to kind of look at that in a different way, kind of looking at them. But a lot of times, like when you have your cell phone, you can kind of look at it and kind of find them a little bit easier, because once you find one, then it's easier to kind of get them into alignment and kind of see that a little bit easier. This is really a visual phenomenon, because the planets appear to be close together in a small sector of the sky, but it's one of those, a lot of times they're not really all that close together. They look really close together, but they're really not that close together, so it's kind of keep that in mind. But I guarantee you it's kind of fun to go out there and take a look at them. I will go out and look at eclipses, planetary alignments, and I just love kind of getting out. I'm kind of like, I guess, a geek in that way. I love it. So make sure that you are getting ready for this alignment. Like I said, depending on where you are, you may be able to see them a few days prior to, plus the day of the 26th and a few days after. It just really depends on where you are in the world and where you kind of have a great view of the horizon. That is going to really tell you what you can see and what you can't see. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.